So, welcome to the second episode of the Ellen and Brad Show. I'm Brad.
And I'm the person you don't want to see standing outside your bathroom window when you're taking a shit. Ellen.
Yeah. Cool. Don't know where to go from there. So thanks to everyone who's watching this now. We launched last week, which is pretty exciting. So now it's time for our boot and toot of the week. I'll start with my boot. So Ellen was actually one of my brides when I was doing my marriage celebrant course last year. I actually married my other friend.
Recently divorced.
Recently divorced. With our straight friend Delisha, who was very nice to be Ellen's bride. But basically, so I did my course last year, and a week from Saturday, I'm doing my first ever wedding. So I've been writing the script up today. I've been doing it for the last couple of weeks.
Are you nervous? Are you shitting your pants? Are you like, oh my God, I'm going to ruin a whole wedding?
Look, I definitely am not thinking that, because if I did think that would... I might manifest that into reality. I'm very excited. I think it's going to be fun. So what I did, I made them fill out a questionnaire. So I get to know them a lot more. And so I've got lots of little anecdotes and cute
That's a good
moments
idea.
from the story. So I'm really excited to do my first ever wedding and see where we go from there. So so that's my boot of the week.
Okay. Was that your toot of the week?
Sorry. I will get this right. Remember our Chinese, the Mandarin?
Oh, KJ.
So Kaiji is boot.
Kaiji is boot and tu is toot.
So
Toot.
my tu.
Your
That's
tu
my toot
is
of the
your,
Toot.
is
So
your
that was
week.
my toot of the week.
And your Kaiji is...
Kaiji. Okay, so my passport expired this month. And so I had to go to the post office to freaking renew it. It's like once every 10 years. I don't know about you. That's what I do. 10-year passport. And so I did everything. I got the passport photos. I printed out the application. I did the application, which took forever. Booked an appointment for the post office. Went today. And it was all going well. He was about to finish it off. He's like, oh, you know where you printed this? The bottom doesn't have this arrow on there. Because when I printed it at my parents' place, it just didn't print properly. I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. I can email it to you. Can you please print for me? He's like, no, we don't do that. We
You
don't
know
print for
what?
you.
I'll get you in contact with my guy.
You have a guy?
Charges a hefty fee, but it's,
It's all legit, right?
It's all yeah,
completely
definitely.
legit, of course.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
would never
like,
say on it otherwise.
that's why you pay so much, because it's just a really smooth and easy process, and you don't need to even have an Australian. You can do whatever country you want. Fully legit.
You want an American visa? I got it for you. I got you. So those are my kaijis and tools for the week, or boots and toots for the week. Mm-hmm. This popcorn's so good. I think we need to make this a weekly thing now.
I'm gonna get so fat. What's my boot?
What'd you get up to over the weekend?
Okay, so I went to the Crown Street block party. Very cool, very nice. Got to drink on the street in front of the Popo.
Oh, wow.
They could do nothing about it.
Is it an annual thing? What is it?
No, it was just, with the whole COVID sitch and like everyone in the local businesses struggling because, we couldn't get out. The local businesses were struggling. It's the city of Sydney trying to reinvigorate everyone trying to get out and support local businesses. So they've had like about 4 or 3 already. They had the last weekend one in Redfern. They had this weekend just gone by in Crown Street. And then they'll have one in Glebe on Glebe Point Road this weekend.
Amazing. Cool.
So get out there, support, drink on the street,
Sounds fun.
Get back to your old high school days. And yeah, so that was Lou. And
Kaiji.
my Kaiji. Excuse me, do you mind? We're in the middle of a conversation.
I know, right? So rude.
And one of my toots is that I just recently got carded.
Oh.
Because I am 30 years old. And obviously...
Can you say that again? You're what?
I'm 30 years old. And I recently got carded. This is twice this year. So... I don't know, I think that oil of LA is really working.
100%.
Fighting the 7 sides of aging.
With the help of being Asian.
With the help of being Asian. It does. Like, I'll be 80 and still look 50, so.
Yes. That's definitely on your side.
Yeah.
So, not sure if this interests you or not, but there's been a little bit of drama in the media with the good old Kardashian and Kanye. So Kanye and Kim's daughter, North.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know North?
Yeah, they have 4 kids, right? North, east, south, and west.
Can you imagine it's like West.
Isn't that
Northwest?
their name?
Yeah.
West, west?
I have no
and
idea.
Northwest, and southwest, and east, west.
I love
mean,
it.
it's easy. You just do it in the...
Yeah, if you ever get your kids, go north, south, east, west.
Yeah.
So basically, North is the oldest, and she wanted to be on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Kim was supporting of it. Kanye wants North to take down her TikTok. But you know,
How old is North these days? Like what?
I don't know.
12,
9.
13, 14?
I have no idea.
Who
I'm
knows?
going to guess 9. I don't know.
Let's say 5. Okay,
We should probably
cool.
look into these things, but I don't care that much. Basically, like that is whatever. Like family drama is whatever. But then Kanye would like post screenshots of like texting Kim's cousin and like just putting all the dirty laundry out on Instagram. So
I love it. It's a toot from me. I love celebrity drama.
yeah, so it's all a bit cringe to me.
I mean, I understand why Kim would be not opposed to it because she's all about the fame. I mean, that's how they got started. That's, you know, the sex tape, the Paris Hilton's assistant.
I was literally saying that this weekend, that it's all perfectly orchestrated. There's a reason why this
yeah.
drama's out right now. The Kardashians just announced today their release date of their Disney Plus streaming service. Like, it's the new Keeping Up with the Kardashians, just called The Kardashians web series, so. Moving along. You can tell we're huge into the whole Kardashian stuff. And going on to our maths recap. So,
Yes.
just before we film this episode, Ellen and I have been catching up on the dinner party. We did think it might be more fun to have live reactions next time. So we might work that in next week. We'll see.
Coming at you live.
Might be more fun. Might be more fun because now we're just like recapping. Whereas now it could be like, oh, look how bitch she was.
Yeah, and I still don't understand this show.
Yeah. It's a lot to take in. And I can explain to you. We can pause and yeah. So right now they're doing the sit down. We're watching it as well.
This is the envelope one, right?
No. So this is the dinner party that we're watching right now.
Oh, they're just having their own private therapy session. Okay.
Yeah, they're finally chatting after chatting with everyone about their drama.
Yeah.
So we'll work out whenever the dinner party is next week. Don't know. And then we'll try to film it on that night.
Okay.
Do a live reaction.
Yeah.
Might be more fun. Fingers crossed. So basically I've got my notes down on this phone. We're going to go through. So last week we went through the 6 couples and we did our little maths predictions.
They're still going strong.
Yeah, they're all together. It's been 2 days.
Yep.
It's been a week. They're still together.
It's longer than some of my relationships.
Sorry. So there's been 2 couples that were introduced on Sunday night. We have Al, who is the one with the Asian mother.
Yeah.
Cute face, never been in a relationship before.
Al's a huge disappointment to his Asian family, I can already tell.
I can't say that, you can.
I can.
You can say
Fine.
that. And then he was paired up with Sam. So
Sam is...
she's a babe.
She's a babe.
I think she's from the Gold Coast.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
Looks like it as well,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And basically, Sam thinks that Al is a bit immature. She came out of a tough relationship herself. He's never been in a relationship. And he did the worm at the wedding.
This is
like
a perfect
yeah.
combination for
Yeah.
TV drama.
Yeah, and because it was filmed during COVID, it was only just like 4 other people. It was like his mum, his sister, and her 2 friends. And he's doing a worm in front of these like 6 people. So,
Oh, I mean, at least save the worm for a crowd audience.
right? It's a bit cringe. But I loved it. What I actually loved about Al's wedding is that he, as you might have saw on my Instagram story last night, he worked in...
Oh, Eminem's knees weak, spaghetti, but he was like,
looking forward to eating
looking forward to...
eating your spaghetti. And I
Oh
was
my
just
god, I
like,
can't wait for his EP to drop.
look, I love lame humor. I'm all about it. So cringe away is what I say.
Yeah.
And he took it one step further with the dinner party when he did
The shoey?
the shoey, which, you know, I think, yeah, look, girls don't like it, but I think the guys loved it, the grooms on the show. And, like, I think he's a national treasure. I think we need to protect him at all costs because we need this on Australian television. We need our culture because this is actually watched in the UK as well. They recently got into Maths Australia over COVID. So they're going to see this shoey, and I reckon they're going to freaking lose their minds. So that's one of the couples. And the other one is Olivia and Jackson. So Olivia was the one who I said lost a lot of weight recently. She had surgery. And she was paired up with Jackson, who you thought was pretty cool too.
Yeah. You were saying that they had a lot of sex. And I was like, dudes, you just got married like one day ago and you've already had sex 5 times?
Yeah, 100%. No, they were literally saying that they kept doing it. They did,
That's what makes me think that they've never done it before. That's why they keep doing it, because it's such an amazing experience. Especially if you get a person that can do it right.
Yeah, I think she said that too. I think he's really good at it.
Okay.
And she was just really grateful. She was like, I'm just happy.
Okay, so that makes me think that she's had bad sex with other people before.
Yeah, she might have said like she would have boyfriends, but it wouldn't last long and that sort of situation. So yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't know being
the horn bag you are. The butch lesbian. Ellen is single. I might just pimp you out for a second.
Why not?
Hit her up. You can contact us directly.
Yeah, hit me up. 411.
411. And so, yeah, obviously, as we're watching right now, the biggest drama of the episode was between Anthony, the wrestler, and Selena.
Celine.
Yeah,
like Celine.
Yeah, Celine. Like Celine Dion. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's Celine and then Selena. Selena's the Asian, the token.
Oh, Selena's the Asian, yes.
And you're right, this
and
one here
Celine's
is Celine.
This one that is, like,
Stunning
as
woman.
I was saying, she's, and, like, from their images, I would have thought, they would have hit it off, but their personalities are so at the opposite ends of the spectrum. Like, it's obviously Celine is like, oh, I want a man, but then, like, you know, other women are complaining that men don't show their emotions enough, and she's like, oh, what are you going to do, cry about it? You're going to have a boo-hoo? Oh, what's the matter now, princess? And then it's like, and I bet you when she has, like, a boyfriend or a partner in her life, that when they don't show emotion, it's probably the opposite story.
Yep. Couldn't have said it better myself. 100%. So
I feel like I should be a relationship counsellor.
I know.
Is there openings for this show? Like, are the other 3 judges going? Because I'm available.
The South American girl, you could sit next to her.
Yeah.
Alessandra.
Who?
I think her name's Alessandra.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll set that up too. But yeah, couldn't have said it better myself. During the show, so he left the honeymoon one day early.
That's right.
Because of this drama that Ellen just said, that she was calling him a princess and he was being vulnerable with his emotions, but...
And that's really big for a wrestler, I have to say. I mean, like, he'd probably, normal wrestlers would probably do a jump off the ring and then like a head slam to the ground.
But he was actually willing to talk about his emotions.
I know. And this is why I'm thinking, Celine, hello, what were you doing? You're making this guy, he probably went all through the emotions to get to that level of vulnerability, and now you're like, ew, what are you doing?
Yeah. In that confrontation just then, he literally said, I'm sorry I left, but I needed to, and all this. And she's like, he never even said sorry. Like, he said it like 5 times. Like, he didn't say sorry once. All I wanted was him to say sorry.
Celine, don't you know there's cameras on you?
Yeah, you've been proven wrong. So, I think she's going to be cringing when she watches this back.
Yeah, I mean, I already am.
So we'll see where this goes from here. So moving
like Big Kev, I'm excited.
We love an Aussie reference. Moving on to, oh my god, drunk Auntie Holly.
Oh, yeah. Did you understand what she was saying?
I wanted to, but dear God, she was making no sense at all.
No, I feel like Channel 9 should have, like, edited a halo into her frame when she was on her, like, spiritual banter, and then everyone else, when they cut to, should have had the mathematical equations come across the screen, because everyone was just like...
What did you just say? Like, I thought she was, like, getting somewhere. Like, I thought she had potential, and she just didn't say
And then it just was like,
sense.
well, I don't understand. And then I think Tex and Andrew was like, this don't make any sense.
Be better at sex.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So that didn't happen when we talked about it last week.
What?
Yeah. So Tex and Andrew pretty much... So you know how we joked last week about... Tell me more.
What was that?
Remember how Remember how last week we were talking about reviewing your sex tape?
Oh yeah, that still needs to happen.
That still needs to happen. We'll do that next week. Tex and Andrew pretty much give a play-by-play.
Right?
He said he had more chemistry with one night stands.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
And I think, you know what? Fine to have this conversation privately.
But technically, isn't this would start off as a one night stand? Technically,
Right.
right? So that's even more of a blow. That's even more of a low blow.
I mean, if you're saying to me that I was that bad after a one night stand, I wouldn't sleep with you again. It would be a one night stand. I would be like, fuck off, get away from me.
Oh God. Maybe well, you know, everything's bigger in Texas. That's what they say.
That's what they say. But like, why would you blast this woman you just met on Australian TV about her sex life? Like, at least give her an opportunity to have a second time and see if it's better.
Or at least give the viewers an opportunity to see how they really were.
Helen's really pushing forward this sex tape idea. Who knows? Watch his face. Don't see it happening.
Do they have a Married at First Sight uncut?
How cool would it be if they did that, you know?
They used to do that for Big Brother. You'd always see the little bit of like humping on the under
Look,
the big duvet.
With the rise of OnlyFans, I wouldn't be surprised in our lifetime if something like that would happen.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Like, wouldn't be on national TV, but I think it would get popular. I think it's a great idea that might take off.
Okay, Channel 9, I've copyrighted it. It's mine. Get in contact with me.
Seen it here first. So moving on from drunk Arnie, Holly, and Tex and Andrew, who we will probably be referring to as
Drunk
from now on.
Auntie Holly, yeah.
Yeah, so in future weeks we're going to call them that. Unfortunately, Token. So who's Token?
Oh, Selena.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Schlong
And Schlong,
is
Cody.
Cody. Oh
yeah.
my God, you're good at this. There wasn't much that happened. So we're just going to skip over them for this week.
Yeah.
See if they deliver next week. Horny couple. What are their names? Mitch and...
Dad, tell me. It's Mitch and Ella.
Yeah, so...
Michella is what I call them.
Yes, okay. So Mitchella going to Coachella, other horny couple.
Yeah.
He
is very athletic in the shower from what I've seen.
After we filmed last week, we saw a lot of him. And if you look at the Instagram photo, which I'll show you, he's showing bush on Instagram. I'm going to show you now. It was a lot for me to see. Talking about the horny couple.
Yeah, how many times have they done it this week?
Oh my God. So we're calling them Mitchella going to
Michella.
Coachella.
Michella going to Coachella and they're just banging along the way.
Yeah, what did they say during the dinner party?
That we're the hottest couple here. Well, they did get asked and lovely Mitch was like, yeah, who is the hottest couple here? And Ella was quick to inject and be like, bitch, that's us.
Because that would be what
Mitch was
Ellen
like,
would say.
oh yeah, I didn't even think that like us was an option. I was like being considerate and thinking of the other couples.
And then he was like, but we are the hottest.
But then we are the hottest, yeah.
But like Ella and Ellen would react the same way, I think.
No, I think I'd have more of a Mitch because I'd probably think of someone and then I'd be like, oh yeah,
But
I
it's
forgot
really
that
me.
I was an option.
And
In like a blackout moment. Though.
Yeah.
Like totally blackout.
Oh, totally.
Probably didn't take my meds that day.
Moving on.
I'm kidding. I don't need medication for anything.
We all do sometimes. Other couples. So there's Brent and Tamara. So Brent is the one that you think is gay,
Yes.
and he's the one that I love.
I think
Probably because she thinks he's gay.
Hey.
I love him probably because you think he's gay. Yeah.
I do think there is something. Like, he could be bisexual, I'm not sure. But I do think
He's
there is
softly
something
spoken.
there.
Maybe.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. And Tamara was, at first she was like helping Anthony when there was all that drama at the dinner table.
Yes.
But I was like, it wasn't legit. Because later on she's like sticking up for her girl, Celine.
Oh, I
Celine
see.
Dion. So-
okay. So girl power.
But even more into the drama was Dom.
Dom!
Dom. So we got this for Dom and Jack. They're both this. So
Wait. Dom is the
go.
girl.
Yeah, not Dominic, Dominica
Dominica. And Jack is the...
as well. So yeah. And they've been getting on really well. So both couples, Brent and Tamara and Dom and Jack,
Yeah.
are both getting on well.
Okay. Yeah.
I think Dom and Jackie getting on better than Brent and Tamara. But
Yes.
also not much going on.
Yeah.
So watch this space. So yes, that was our maths recap. As we said, we'll probably do more of a live recap next time. Might be more fun. And obviously it'll be the
And that will mean that I watch a full episode.
first ever proper episode.
Yeah.
There's only been like 8 so far, but
I feel like I've watched 2. Yeah.
yeah, half. Watched
Yeah.
2 halves.
But I know what's going on, so it's fine.
Exactly. So yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed our maths recap.
You better, otherwise I'm going to hunt you down.
Please comment below what you're thinking about maths, who are your favourites.
Yeah.
Watch with us as well. I'm forcing you to watch. As Shelby said, she said she's going to watch from New Zealand because we're talking about it now. So yeah, you can clean that after, Ellen. That's fine. You know, Lahore will come eat it, or Bella might.
I'm trying to get it in my mouth.
Bella can join us for this next segment. No?
Recos.
Recos? What's that?
Don't recommend fucking
Oh,
foreign-
Recos. Yeah, instead of calling recommendations, let's call them the Recos.
Yeah.
Got Booten too, which is freaking Australian as well. Don't worry about it, I was only kidding. I'll get it. I have to move the couch and shit. It's too much effort.
I don't even know where that went.
It's behind the couch, that's alright. So Bella is joining us for our Recos. And I might preface this with, I haven't been watching anything else apart from BoJack Horseman, which I said last week. So in terms of TV, I don't really have any other recos. Things I do want to watch and might recommend next week are the Janet documentary, which I was saying to you before. So I watched the first episode, it was really good. That's on Stan. So I can't recommend it yet, but the first episode was really good, so I can recommend the first episode. What else? There's Toy Boy on Netflix. Did you ever watch that?
Nah.
No, okay. It's a very sexy show, Spanish.
Okay.
So that starts on Friday. And I want to watch Spencer on Thursday night at the movies. That's the Lady Diana film.
Look, Casey's got a lot to live up to since I saw her in Twilight.
I'm going to call her early that she did. She does make up for it, and she's grown up. So yeah. So
Okay.
those are my future possible recos. And yeah, still watching BoJack Horseman from last week too.
Right. Well, do I recommend? And just like that, I just finished it.
Yeah, look.
Look, I would say the first couple of episodes was shoving everything woke down your throat, and I was
Yeah.
like, no.
Yeah.
I don't even know what this show is anymore. It's not Sex and the City I knew like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But then I think they slowly tried to redeem themselves.
Yes.
Like there are a few episodes that you're like, oh, there's the old Sex and the City charm.
Yes.
But as a whole, it was just, you were missing the point.
I would 100% agree. I think anyone who loved the show will love this show. Just because of seeing the characters again and being familiar with them and the way that they've like done Carrie's dialogue, for example, is like that is Carrie. Like you
Yes.
could tell it's the same writer, and that's
Yeah.
that's nostalgic and great. But the wokeness was a lot.
Yeah, and if they're going to go ahead with a season 2, I think they're going to realise what they've done wrong.
Yes.
And then it'll probably have more of that Sex in the City charm.
I agree. And if they are going to attempt to do humor, make it funny.
Oh my god,
Like
yeah.
it's fine to not be funny.
But that Lisa Todd Wexley, oh my god, she's beautiful.
Which one's that? The Indian?
Charlotte's friend, yeah.
No, that's the black one.
The black one.
Okay, because it's the Indian who's Carrie's friend, who I love.
Oh, Seema. Who is the replacement Samantha, let's all be honest.
But I think she's great.
I think she's great too.
I think she's great. So which one
Yeah.
was? Oh, the black. Yeah,
yeah,
she's
the black,
I think all the new additions are great.
No,
Even
I
Che.
think, yeah.
I like Che,
Shame.
but don't try to make her funny when she's not funny.
Yeah,
that was my
no.
only issue with her.
No,
Apart from that, I love Che.
she doesn't.
Bella doesn't like Che.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So those are our recos.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
I really need a pee.
Okay. So we hope you enjoyed this episode. Look, I'm just gonna like give us a little bit more of a tick because I think last week we're like that was a bit of a mess, but I think we've improved. Like we've got multi-camera, we've got better sound.
Yeah,
We tried to color coordinate.
we did.
So watch this space. We will possibly attempt a live recap next week. I'm Brad. I was trying, so I thought you were gonna riff off with.
Oh, and I'm the other one.
Thanks for watching the Ellen and Brad show. We look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.